cybersport.com. My name is Risk. I'm alongside Steele from Immortals. Of course, commiserations for not making it into the finals here. You had a great game against VP to start off, and then a close game against Liquid. And then it all seems to crumble a bit in the next coming games. How do you explain that? Was it a lack of momentum, or was it just you guys not being up for the task for this one?
To be honest, I'm not sure yet. Of course, we did a lot of mistakes in game, but probably the main thing was that we were a little bit tired. I mean, the major qualifier took a lot of us, and the game against Liquid was a little bit too much for us. Yeah, we should have ended the first day 2-0. So yeah, the Liquid game was a problem.
So talking about that major qualifier, because we all saw how it went down in the games. You were down 3-12 or 2-13. How do you, as a team, come back from something like that? Like, what is the communication like when you're down that much in such an important game?
To be honest, I don't know. It's something that's come from inside, you know. When you're down to like 12-3, that was against the game against Godsend, and it's an elimination match on a major qualifier. It's something different. It's not like the same as playing an online match. So yeah, it's so hard to come back on that kind of game because the pressure is so high, especially on us Immortals, because it's like our fourth time trying to go to the major qualifier. So yeah, it's totally different to play like a major qualifier or a major tournament and play other tournaments.
So coming into the major itself, of course, you're a very well-stacked individual now with K and J performing really well as well. How do you rate your map pool coming into the tournament? Because I think that's going to be really important in the early stages of the major. How do you think your map pool is compared to other teams in your strength level?
Yeah, we have like one big problem on a map pool, which is our CT side. I mean, like bringing K and G, everyone thought that our CT side is gonna become way stronger because we can play like double ops. We can take a look on SK, they have Code Zero in Fallen. We can take a look on North, they have KJB, they have Config playing double ops. So, I mean, the good teams are always playing double ops on the CT side, but something is not working on our team. Maybe because both of our AWPers are like too aggressive, so we still have to figure out what's going wrong. But if we have like a good CT half, I'm sure that we can beat any team in the world because our T side is getting like super strong.
All right, so of course with the major, I hope you guys are going to do well. I'm sure you're going to do well because you have the potential. After the major, all the teams or most of the teams are taking a break. Is it going to be the same for you to run off some steam after the major?
Yeah, we're going to take a small break, like 2 weeks, probably like 20 days. And yeah, we really need that because we don't see our parents for like 6 months because
Exactly.
we don't live at our own house. We have to live in US to play the league. So yeah, it's gonna be super good for us.
So coming into the future here, of course, like Immortals, of course, an organization that's been supporting you guys for a long time and probably will in the future. So your team right now, how do you see it in 6 months from now? Are you in the top 5?
It's gonna be tough, man. To be on the top 5, like in this world that we're living of Counter-Strike, that's it's so competitive. There is so many good teams, but I hope so because I mean we are like right now top 8, and we are not in the best shape, like not even close. So I think we can make to the top 5 in the next 6 months. Yeah.
All right, thinking about that and also the Brazilian scene in general, because I think a lot of people are talking right now about the Danish scene, the Swedish scene, but the Brazilian scene also is filled to the brim with talents, but it seems to be so far away from the rest of the globe, so we don't hear a lot about it. Can you give some kind of like an insight on the talents coming up in Brazil right now?
Yeah, we have a lot of talents in Brazil, but the main problem is that we don't have like a professional scene in Brazil because there's low like big competition. There's no like qualifiers in Brazil. So if a Brazilian team wants to play on a worldwide level, they have to come to US. They have to play qualifiers on Europe. So it's so hard for us. But if we manage to somehow have a professional scene in Brazil, we're gonna be super strong in the future.
All right, I think we're going to end it on that. Thank you so much for the interview, and for you guys at home, stay tuned to cybersport.com.